Well, up here at the farm, and we had some snow this morning, last night. They were calling for 6 to 10 inches of snow. I think we got like, well, there might be 6 inches there. Other places it's less than that, and other places it's more. But, you know, they drummed it up as a big deal, and it really didn't amount to a whole lot. Creek's in good shape. The snow always looks nice on these trees, and so I thought I'd give a little hay forecast for 2021. I'll be walking around and talking on this video a fair amount. One thing that we're finding is there is a hay glut, and there's an enormous amount of hay that's carried into 2021. This is my bottom field, and it makes for a pretty good hay field. This is my east field, and there's one of my hay wagons. We just don't have room to store them. So we have standing right here, it looks like we got a lot of carryover, and we kind of sort of do, but this hay right here is sold, and you can see we moved out a lot of hay. Had a customer come the other day and took 110 bales. They actually came up from North Carolina and bought hay. But as you can see, we've got carryover. But our horse quality hay, we're just about sold out of. And this stuff right here's got a little bit of foxtail in it. That stuff down there's got washed. And there's a little bit of hay right over there that's, you know, it's kind of a mixed bag. But all in all, we're in pretty good shape. And, you know, if I had more horse quality hay, forage tested horse quality hay, I could sell it. I got a guy with cow and goats. He's going to come and take some more of this hay, and the plan is whatever hay we got left over to put down as bottom bales on the far end of that barn. So even though it looks like we've got a lot of hay, we're essentially sold out of horse quality hay, and you know, that stack doesn't run too deep, and that's just a little patch over there. Just got little stacks of hay around, but a lot of people haven't sold out of hay, and what's going on right now is with the glut that we had last year, there's just a lot of carryover. And even though it looks like I've got plenty of hay back here, we're in pretty good shape. We're essentially sold out of horse quality hay. But I have a friend who makes really good hay, and I'm not sure he sold but a few square bales and maybe a few round bales. He's basically going to be carrying a lot of his 2020 hay all the way into 2021 and probably into the winter of 2022. And there's a lot of people in that same boat. There's a lot of hay for sale. Prices are down, and people are scrambling to get rid of their inventories and free up barn space so they have a place to put hay come spring. And the problem is, for the hay producer, is you don't see a lot of ads on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace from horse customers, cow or horse customers, goat customers in search of hay. Usually you can count on seeing ads, people, you know, once you get out in here into late January. We're right on the cusp of February, and people are kind of starting to say, hey, you know, I need hay. And especially when it snows like this, where whatever hay they've thrown down, you know, it's covered up with snow, and then they start getting a little bit desperate. You know, I'm just not seeing those ads for demand, and I'm certainly not getting the phone calls. And neither are a lot of other people, which tells me that not only is there a glut, but people have got about all the hay they need, maybe until spring. I don't know. And so between excess inventory, lack of demand, and low prices, there's just not a lot of hay moving. And so the fallout of all of that is that going into the fall of 2021 and the winter of 2021, we're going to have all of our first and second cuttings, and third or fourth, however many you get. You'll have all that hay, plus you're going to have all of the carryover from this past year. And so what I anticipate for 2021 is the combination of those two factors. The hay glut will continue to some extent. You know, I have no way of predicting a drought, but I just don't think that we're in for a drought in 2021. Maybe we will be. That'll certainly dry up the hay glut. I feel like 2021 will bring average amounts of rainfall. We'll have, my prediction is, and I don't have any empirical evidence to back this up, this is just my hunch. My feeling is in 2021 we'll have just a normal hay year. Yields will be normal. They won't be excessive like they were in 2020. And there'll be a lot of hay. I don't think there'll be as many square bales. You know, a lot of guys were baling second cut square bales. They round baled the first cut, and I'm not sure there's going to be as much second cut hay. So my prediction for haying for 2021 is again a normal amount of rainfall, a normal amount of sunshine. I think everything's going to be kind of non-dramatic from a weather standpoint, and I think the hay yields will be normal, not excessive. I don't feel like there's going to be a drought, and I think the hay producer who survives this winter, you know, will be okay going into 2021, but you know, they're not going to make big money because the prices are going to be somewhat lower. We have been very lucky on our hay to be able to hold our prices at the level we want throughout it all. And again, we've sold out of our horse quality hay. We can pick through some bales and find some, but there's a lot of people out there with hay that hasn't been sold, and we just kind of have a niche trying to make really good quality hay, and that forage tests out very nicely for metabolically challenged horses, in particular, insulin resistant, Cushing's, laminitis, things like that. So that has in many ways carried our business this past year and into 2021. But we've also had a lot of repeat hay customers this year that maybe we haven't had as many in the past. So, but other hay producers, you know, I'm not sure they've been so lucky. You know, they intermittently make square bales and round bales. They'll use them for their own cattle. So sometimes they have hay for sale and sometimes they don't. And that doesn't make a good year-to-year connection with a repeat customer. If one year you're going to consume all the hay, the next year you've got hay for sale. And one of the hardest things about being a hay producer and selling hay is not making the hay, getting it in the barn, having reliable equipment. One of the biggest challenges for the hay producer who's selling hay is finding a customer to buy it. Because if you think about it, a lot of hay customers already have somebody they buy from. So why should they drop that person and buy hay from you? So that's kind of my rambling message for hay predictions in 2021. And that's my office chair. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and feel free to comment, and I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe and kind of hang with us going into 2021. It won't be long, and we'll be having the John Deere 348 and the 5055D and a few other pieces of machinery around here out in the hay fields. And so kind of get out of the snow here and find a warm place and put my feet up and call it a day. So we'll talk to you later.